Pat Robertson is at it again. He went after LGBT activists over their opposition to Indiana's anti-gay law. Let's watch.
Pizzas, I think, you might as well keep your mouth shut. I'm not sure I would serve pizzas for a gay wedding. Well, most gays, if they're having a wedding, don't want pizzas. They want cake. It's the cake makers that are having the problem. But let me tell you, it doesn't matter what custom you've got. It doesn't matter what holy thing that you worship and adore. The gays are going to get it. They're going to make you conform to them. You're going to say you like anal sex, you like oral sex, you like bestiality, you like anything you can think of to whatever it is, and sooner or later you're going to have to conform your religious beliefs to the group of some aberrant thing. It won't stop at homosexuality. We've got what's called polyamory. Well, what about that? Well, what about polygamy, where you've got multiple wives? How can we say that one is constitutional, the other's not? And then, as you say, what's so terrible about having sex with animals? Well, that's going to come next. You watch it down the road, and Christians are going to be saying, well, you're intolerant, you're intolerant, you're trying to mitigate against these nice people who like dogs. What's wrong with you? What's wrong with somebody that wants 10 wives, 5 wives, 4 wives? What's wrong with you?
Yeah, what is wrong with you? It's amazing to me how they take all these things which are very, very different in the way they function and they lump them together. Like, fucking dogs and fucking dolphins and Shamu and a camel and having multiple partners. As if those things are, like, at all related. There are a lot of people, even if they're pretending to be monogamous, they're having affairs on the side. They went to a fucking massage parlor the other day and got jerked off, and it happens with both sexes. Well, obviously not the jerk-off part, but you know what I mean, the affair part and everything. And it's not like the idea that that's as radical as having sex with animals. Not at all! So let's go through the checklist here. Gay marriage, yes or no? Yes. Why? It's consenting adults. Mind your fucking business, Pat Robertson. Next, polygamy, yes or no? Yes. Why? It's consenting adults. Mind your fucking business, Pat Robertson. Now, I get it. If there's if people are doing it simply for like a tax scam, and they're like, I married 917 people, so I get a tax rebate of $3 million. Okay, no. We obviously need to make sure people aren't just abusing it for tax reasons and doing scams, obviously. But if somebody really does believe that they want to have multiple partners and everybody's cool with it and everybody knows about it, yeah, why the fuck not? I don't see any problem with that. Bestiality, yes or no? No. Why? Look, people like to pretend like, well, we know if somebody's consenting. We do. No, we don't. No, we don't. What, you think you know if your dog is consenting or if a cow is consenting? Does the moo have to hit the right frequency or the right pitch? That one means put it in his ass. That's what he's saying right there. You don't know. You don't know. He's like, oh yeah, well, the animals sometimes get hard if you touch it. Yeah, well, if you put a blindfold on any guy and have somebody touch it, they might get hard as a natural biological reaction, but if you took off the blindfold and if they're a straight dude and they see a 300-pound fat hairy guy standing there, they're going to lose that boner pretty quickly. Okay? That's not enough. That's not consent. It's not consent. It doesn't count. It doesn't count. It doesn't count. So bestiality, no. He didn't lump this in this time, but I've heard other people lump it in. Well, why not pedophilia then? Oh, God. Did you really just say that? Well, that, by definition, that can't be consent, because when you're talking about somebody who is before puberty, they're pre-pubescent, well, they're not biologically at the point yet where they fully understand what sex is and all of its implications, so they cannot consent. Even if you think they're consenting, they cannot consent. So, no to that. So let's be clear, all these things are different, and different laws would apply to each one. But you need to have a standard when evaluating what's okay and what's not okay. You can't just say, I like that one, I don't like that one, that's what it should be. Or my religion says I don't like that and I like that, let's do that. That's not a reason. You can't base the laws in America on religion. The country was founded on the opposite of that. So you need to have some sort of standard by which you evaluate what makes sense and what doesn't. And the standard that makes sense to me, and some might disagree with this in some respects, but it's got to be consenting adults. Right? I mean, outside of that, it is the case of, yeah, who the fuck are you to dictate to these people what they can and cannot do? But the best part, I can't believe I haven't even brought this up yet, and I've been ranting for a few minutes already. He said, gays will make you say you like anal and oral. They will? No, they won't. What are you talking? As if gay people are like calling up Pat Robertson. Pat, you there, buddy? All right. What did I tell you to tell me? Say it again. All right. I like it in my bum bum. I'm Pat Robertson. No, of course they're not going to do that. Of course they're not going to do it. But in conclusion, here's how you know how full of shit Pat Robertson is. He just said that gays are going to force you to admit that you like oral and anal. Right, Pat. I'm sure you don't like oral sex. I rest my case.